right, so today I was guided to share a message or share, share a message that I received regarding the twin flame dynamic, twin flame souls, and what is happening right now and what is about to happen. So, everything that I share is based on experience, and these experiences have opened me up to be able to receive information and to receive information in a way that can be integrated within the human experience. So a few days ago, I felt the energy of Mary Magdalene coming in very strong. And she is the twin flame of Jesus, of Yeshua. And she's been my biggest feminine guide. And she always comes in whenever I'm needing healing or when I'm needing to be inspired or motivated to keep going on this journey. I'm gonna go back a few days, well, actually a few weeks, about 2-3 weeks, maybe even a month. I had this beautiful experience in which I was just connecting to myself, and as I was connecting to myself, I had, it's so weird to explain because it's not something that can be explained with words. But when I was connecting to myself, I was overwhelmed with emotion, and I've always known this, but in this moment, it just all made sense and it clicked. It finally clicked. And it was like I was feeling my twin, but it was not as him. It was like I was seeing myself in him. It's like I was him. I was me. In that moment, I was just so overwhelmed with the purest energy of just unconditional love. And I remember I was crying because I was so grateful that we finally met this lifetime. And even though, we're not together, that we were able to activate the light within ourselves. And I don't know what he's up to. I don't know what he's doing, but everything is energy, right? And so at the highest level, we are connecting in the 5D realm, and everything is good up there. It's good. And in that moment, I was just so overwhelmed with so much love and so much gratitude. And I remember feeling his energy, his higher self, like showing up, and it was like we were both on the same page, and we were both feeling this energy in this moment, and it was beautiful. It's like, is that what divine union is? Because it was so fucking beautiful. Holy fucking shit. Anyways, so after that happened, I think it was the same day. I'm not sure. It was around the same time. I don't even know when was yesterday. Like, I'm just like all over the place. But anyways, so I was rearranging my altar, and I found a ring in my altar, and I just out of nowhere, I was just guided, and this was done just intuitively. I wasn't even thinking. I grabbed the ring, and I have it right here, and I put it on my left hand on the ring finger. And in that moment, I was sitting in front of my altar, and I felt again the rush of energy, and it was like our connection was being solidified. It's like I was always back and forth with the connection because he's doing his own thing, and then I am doing my own thing over here, and seeing things happening was always very confusing to me, and my ego was very wounded, I'll say that. And so it was hard for me to fully embrace this connection. And so when I put the ring on, in that moment, it was like I was accepting this union, and I was opening myself up to this union. And I do feel that at a 5th dimensional level, the union solidified. at last. Because it was like our energies were always back and forth. My energy, I know, was all over the place. One day I was, yes, let's do this. And then the other day I was like, no. And I realized that it was because I wasn't ready. There was a lot that I needed to heal, and a lot of the things that he was doing were so fucking triggering. My ego was like, fuck you, bitch. It was like, I'm just being real. You know, it's fucking hard. And so that day, again, it did feel like our souls finally agreed, and it was like, okay. Like, I was like, I'm gonna do whatever I have to do to bring this down to a 3-dimensional reality so that we can be in union in a physical way. And I feel, I don't know, because I don't know what he's up to, but I feel that his higher self also agreed to this. And even if he's not conscious of this right now, I feel that he is going through something, and he's healing, and he's waking up to who he truly is. So right now, I may not even be on his mind, but I do know that the masculine energy is going through a huge transformation, and this is happening at a deep soul level. This is allowing them to really recognize their worth, because I know that the masculines, just as much as the feminine, because we struggle with this as well, but they struggle more because the way they've been raised, it's like, you're a man, you can't cry, you can't feel emotions, deal with it, like, you know, it's like, grow some balls, you know. And so I do feel that they are now beginning to recognize their worth, and they are beginning to love themselves and to move beyond the past, their past, and the things that they've done. But anyways, so that's the energy that I felt a few weeks ago, and I've been working very hard on myself because, you know, I'm doing my part. But a few days ago, like I said, Mary Magdalene did show up, and I was feeling a lot of like sexual energy, you know, and this happens a lot. And I remember one day this was maybe Friday, or I don't know, a few days ago, like I said, I was lying in bed, and I could feel my twin, but it was like we were not humans. It was not our bodies. We were okay, this is amazing. I had a vision, and in this vision, we weren't human. We weren't our physical human bodies. We were snakes. It was like we were 2 snakes, and the snakes were starting to merge to it was like they were creating this like pattern that like is similar to like the DNA spiral, you know. And so like these 2 snakes were like, you know, rubbing against each other, I guess, in a way, and they were like going around each other and creating this like DNA spiral, and it was just going upwards. And then the snakes met at the top. These are the 2 heads of the snakes, and they were just like here facing each other. What this could also symbolize is the Kundalini rising, you know, the Kundalini serpent rising, and that is a sexual energy that is life force. It's what keeps our bodies, you know, strong and activated, and it also charges our etheric, the light body. So that was so fucking crazy, and it was beautiful. And in alchemy, in ancient alchemy, and this is something that Mary Magdalene practiced with Jesus, is they would merge in a sexual union, and they would visualize these snakes like coming together within themselves. So it wasn't like he was a snake and then she was another snake. No, both snakes were circulating inside of them, and they were meeting at the top in the crown. And then that's a whole other story. Read the Alchemy of. So in ancient alchemy, the snakes represent the masculine and the feminine energy. So when I had that vision of the snakes, that's what I was thinking about, and it blew my mind that I was even like, what? So that's amazing. And I just really feel that the energy is picking up, and I feel the message that I received from Mary Magdalene is that not the first wave, but the next wave of twin flame unions is approaching. And what she did say is that things always get hard before the miracle. And we are going to be facing a lot of our fears. We're going to be facing shadows that we refused to acknowledge or didn't even know were there. And this is something that both the masculine and the feminine are going to be feeling very strongly. And it all depends on your level of awareness and consciousness as to how you deal with the things that are going to be surfacing. So if you've been working on yourself, if you've done the healing, if you've been healing, because healing never ends, so it's a long journey. But if you've been working on yourself, if you've worked with the mind to really detach from old belief systems and just negative thought patterns and behavioral patterns and all that stuff, so if you've been working on yourself, this may not be as difficult as it can be, but it is going to be hard. But it is getting hard because we are almost there. And the reason that these twin flames are coming into union now is because the earth is ready for change, for transformation. And twin souls, twin flames are coming together to set off on a journey that is for healing the earth, healing the planet. And it doesn't have to be a very spiritual journey, so you don't have to be like a spiritual teacher or a healer. You can be anything, but you are setting off on this journey to heal the planet and to share your story, to share your experiences, to inspire other people to feel and to engage in this type of love, because the love that twins have is divine. It is so divine. It is so unconditional. And because these twin souls are setting off on a journey for healing, for humanity, we have to heal ourselves first. We can't go out there preaching something when we are still carrying so much of the darkness within ourselves. And the darkness is there. It is to be acknowledged. It is to be integrated, but it is to be transmuted and to be felt in just a different way, in a beautiful way. So I am so excited. And I know that the pain and the work that we're having to do internally is worth it, 1000%. This love is so divine and it is so unconditional, and the earth is ready to see it, to experience it.